G'day meditators. Today's guided meditation, we focus on sounds and silence that we hear around us in the environment. This particular technique is called hear out. Examples of hear out can be both active and restful. So an active experience in hear out is just a sound that you hear around you. A restful experience in hear out might be silence that you hear or notice between sounds, or the silence that you notice existing in a room nearby. We'll be allowing our attention to freely float. And when we notice an example of hear out, we'll be noting it and labeling it. Noting just means that we acknowledge the experience and then we focus on it intently for a few seconds. Labeling it just means we give the experience the appropriate label. If it's an active experience in hear out, we give it the label hear. If it's a restful experience in hear out, we give it the label rest. So it works like this. We allow our attention to freely float. When it lands on an experience in hear out that we notice, then we first of all acknowledge it, label it by giving it the appropriate label, either hear or rest, and then focus intently on it for a few seconds. If the experience disappears immediately, we just move on to the next experience. So we once again allow attention to freely float, note and label the new experience. If it doesn't disappear immediately, we focus on it intently, and then we also allow our attention once again to freely float and move on to the next experience. And we continue this process over and over for the length of the practice. So let's give it a try. So first of all, let's find a posture that allows you to be both relaxed and alert. Both aspects are important in mindfulness. And to assist us with this, a balanced posture is helpful. So just stretch up and settle down into that balanced posture. Now let's take some deep and calming breaths. These breaths will help us relieve a little tension as we go into this practice, allowing us to shift a little more deeply into relaxation. So just let go of any tension in your shoulders or in your jaw or in your face. And now let your attention freely float and notice sounds and silence in the environment around you. When you notice a sound or silence, acknowledge it, label it, and focus on it for a few seconds. Then just let that experience go and move to the next experience of hear out. Repeating the process. It's okay to return to the same sound. Just re-note and relabel it each time. If you find you're hearing multiple sounds, we're not trying to catch them all, just pick one to note and label. And as you focus intently on the sound or the silence, notice any details that you can about the experience. If it's a sound, notice its location or its volume. Is it sporadic or continual? Does its pitch change? When we notice details like this, we are developing an aspect of one of the skills of mindfulness, sensory clarity. Note and label each time you move to a new experience of here out. If other experiences, perhaps something you see or feel or think, are distracting you or taking your attention, they are not unwelcome. We treat them with equanimity, allowing them to be there without pushing them away, fighting them down. Allow them to be in the background, but bring your attention back to sounds or silence you hear in the environment around you. When we welcome all experiences like this, we are practicing another of the skills of mindfulness, equanimity. And by focusing intently on our experience of here out, we are practicing the other skill of mindfulness, concentration. labeling out loud can be a helpful support for our focus. So if you're finding yourself frequently distracted and you are labeling in your mind, try labeling out loud for a period. Now we'll bring this short practice to a close. And if your eyes are closed, you can gently open them. If you want to continue, you can, of course. If you're finishing with me now, just be aware of any feeling of benefit that you're experiencing from this short practice. And take that with you into your day. But also take the knowledge that this practice can be done throughout the day. Any opportunity where there is sound or silence in your environment, which is pretty well all the time, then this is a practice that's available to you. So if you feel the benefits of just a few short moments together, you might want to try this more often throughout your day.